I'm Steve Herman, and welcome to Steve Herman Dynasty. I'm a wildlife expert. Steve Irwin, Jeff Corwin, Nigel Marvin, nothing on me. I'm the most savage, dirt-eating, animal-chasing, bear-fighting, good-lookingest guy you'll ever meet.
On this episode of Steve Herman Dynasty, Steve finds himself in the cold Ohio wilderness. What treasures and turmoils might Steve find in the dense thicket of Stark County? And will he survive the harsh conditions of the outdoors? Stay tuned.
You are not gonna believe what I just found. It's incredible. It's amazing. It's crap. But I believe this crap right here belongs to the mighty black bear of Ohio. How do I know? Berries. How do I know it's berries? Because I tasted a little when you were off screen.
I'm Steven's personal doctor. My entire career has been dedicated to observing and researching Steven's life, and our tests show that there's nothing really physically or mentally wrong with him, but we found out that he's just a really weird person.
This place is a prison. There's 4 walls holding you on. Where are you supposed to run to? You can't jump. There's little portals where you can see outside, and that's it. You gotta walk up. You ain't climb nothing. It ain't like a tree or a rope bridge or a rope ladder. Completely different. These are all like boom, boom, boom.
I tell you, nothing beats wintertime in Ohio, especially by a pond.
Holy crap! Pond whale. The legends are true.
You sure you seen it?
I saw a pond whale.
You sure? Are you sure? This confirms so much of my research, my life. You have no idea. The last person to see this was Jesus. 36 years of my life, I feel like I was down the tubes. I was like I was chasing Bigfoot or something like that. Now I can go home and kiss my wife. It makes perfect sense. My life has meaning.
As a bitter breeze blows through the oak branches, life in the forest begins to shrivel up for the winter. Few animals are out and about, but there is always one that you can count on reliably. The water chicken.
Dan, you see him right there? You see him? Right there. Zoom in on him. Look at them. Now here in Ohio, we call them geese. Where I come from, we call them water chicken, because they taste like them. I get tired of telling people that they just don't understand how good they taste.
Water chickens. Some people call them geese, but we're not gonna worry about that. They've been a staple in Ohio's wildlife cuisine for some years now. My granddad would tell us stories about how he would go out and run out and catch them.
They're so beautiful. Like, I can't tell you how much I love them.
He told me that all he had was a spoon and some ketchup, and he would be butt naked.
Everything about these beautiful creatures, they're like angels here on earth. They're beautiful. I'm gonna get them.
What?
I'm gonna get them. Get them. Get them.
People have yet to know how delicious they are.
Me and my boy Steve, we got all kinds of water chickens back in the day. I'm telling you, our people, very simple kind of folk. We use every part of the water chicken. I don't need anything else. I just need water chicken and my knife, and that's it.
Who's Daryl? Oh, Uncle Daryl. Oh, I haven't seen him in... I don't remember the last time I saw him. Is he alive?
Oh yes, the squirrels in Ohio in particular are very, very good at jumping. The only squirrel that is better than the Ohio squirrel at jumping can fly. I am actually the foremost squirrel watcher in the state of Ohio, as well as Pennsylvania. I have checked. In the movie Snow White starts singing. A squirrel shows up. She stops singing, the squirrel leaves. Next part of the movie, she's dead. Every human being will see exactly 13 squirrels before they die. However, if you are on your deathbed and you've only seen 7 squirrels, the other 6 squirrels will all show up at once.
You see those? Trippiest colleges? I remember those back in my college days. I don't remember much of college though. Weird.
So Trippius colleges is actually an extremely potent variant of the psilocybin mushroom family. I have extensive research in this area, and believe me, these things are mind-altering. I've connected with higher planes of existence, and I've actually visually seen consciousness.
I lived with bears for about 4 years after college. Pretty much it.
You know, you just truly understand that everything is ultimately connected under this web, this intergalactic, universal web of consciousness that we're all just flowing through constantly and nobody actually understands.
Steve Herman was pretty sexy when he was alive. That accent. What's wrong, Dan?
My name is Dan. I'm the producer for Steve Herman Dynasty. I've been working on this show for 6 years now. I've been working alongside Steve Herman for 7. I would thought maybe after the first year or maybe after the second year, I would start to understand him. But no, we're 7 years in. I've still yet to have ever leveled with the man. I think he truly is just an unhinged individual. I don't know if there's an ounce of normalcy in him.
Now, just like our Homo sapien ancestors, who had it right, by the way, sleeping in trees, the best way to cure dreams. Bad ones, that is. And it's just the best way to sleep, in my opinion, and they had it right. Of course, I'm going to sleep like this because I'm afraid of falling.
They slept in trees because they needed to know why bats slept upside down. So what they did was try to hang upside down in a tree. They couldn't do that, so they just stood there. As they were sleeping in the trees, they lost a fear of heights. If they don't fear heights, then they figure, where else can we go with this? So they assimilated everything they feared with sleeping in a tree. So if they slept in a tree, they couldn't get bit by a snake. If they slept in a tree, they couldn't get, attacked by a mongoose or things of that nature. Didn't really help with monkeys because they sleep at that's kind of like sleeping in somebody else's home.
Steve has learned a lot in the Ohio wilderness, but of course it is impossible to learn everything. There are many forms of wildlife and plant life we could not fit into the segment today. We encourage you to go out and enjoy the wilderness yourself, as first-hand experience is truly the best way to experience nature. Find joy in the wonders of the very world around you.
Y'all ain't lived until you read my book. It's only $10.99 at your local Walmart. Becoming Steve Herman. I've never opened, let alone read a book, but I wrote one of my own. Funny thing is, I don't even know how to write. Tell you what, I'll be signing them at Walmart. You get this bad boy right here, $10.99.